YouTube, we have Ibanez S series. The S originally stood for Sabre. It might still stand for Sabre, the same as RG used to stand for Roadster guitar. Although someone, what was it? Someone else had another thing for it. They said it was called oh god, what was it? I can't remember. It wasn't Roadster guitar, what they thought it was, but it was something else. But it is Roadster guitar. So it's an S771 PB. Yeah. And it's a 2015 model made in Indonesia. So we've got what I think is a Wizard 2 neck. It might be a slightly similar. It might be a slightly different carve. It's probably an S neck or something like that, which isn't far off the Wizard that's on the RGs. Angled back headstock, binding on the neck. It's an Ibanez, so the hardware quality on it is really good. So it's got the Cosmo Black, which is not black and not chrome. It's somewhere between the two. Metal pickup rings. I always like these. I'm going to try and get hold of a set of these and put them in the one you can't see behind me, that one, because I like the metal pickup rings. Good solid hardtail bridge, restrung like a Telecaster. Obviously this guitar, the first thing you have to say is, my god, it's thin, isn't it? Look how thin it is. In the middle it's kind of like a normal thickness, but because you get these with trims in them, but it's just at the edge. I mean, that's only, it's half an inch, so it feels thinner than it is. It's also very light. I actually weighed it. This is my second attempt in the video. Wasn't feeling it. This is just going to be a 5-minute one. Tried to have a jam and just sometimes these things just don't work. I weighed it. It's 2.7 kilograms, which is about joint the lightest guitar I've ever had. One of them was the SG Tribute, was very light as well, and this, and then you've got a Yamaha, my RG XE2, the one that got lights in it. It is a very similar, it's not as thin as this, but it's a similar shape, which is rounded Stratocaster sort of thing. I mean, it's S stand for Stratocaster type. It's not really a Strat anymore though, is it? So 24 frets. Oh look, it's got the fret markings are kind of on the edge of the fingerboard rather than in the middle. Playing it for half an hour, just noticed that. So that shows you how much I look at these things. But nice, easy to see dots that are in the binding on the edge there. Yeah, so we've got HSH 5-way switch. It is automatic coil splitting, so you get a humbucker on the bridge, and then in position 2 you've got this one split, so you get a single coil there and a middle position, so you get a proper Strat position 2. In the middle position you get the middle single coil on its own. Then position 4, proper position, Strat position 4, when this is split along with the middle. Keep playing sort of 80s chimey stuff on this thing. That's why I had to redo the video, because I was playing, I don't know, sounding like something from Miami Vice or something. But I can't play it like that. That's the thing that's really annoying. It'd be alright if it sounded a bit like something from Miami Vice, and then I played well over it, but I don't know how you play that. Then neck pickup. Yeah, the thing I always noticed about these guitars is, actually the thing I didn't like about these guitars is there's this part of the switch. It's just a normal 5-way switch in there, but it's got this bit. The reason for that, the guitar's too thin, or this is my theory anyway, this might not be true, but I think it is. The guitar's very thin, and I don't think it's actually thick enough to take a normal 5-way lever switch, so they've had to, this actually just like raises the switch, gives you an extra 2 or 3 millimeters, and even if you look at the hatch on the back, see it's sitting flush mounted, that gives you an extra thickness of the wood, so it's like, that's just the compromise. I like this input jack, that's a good system, although that is a barrel jack, isn't it? It's a barrel jack, so I hate the barrel jack in the inside, but that's quite cool. It's kind of stratty. Again, you don't really see that in very many guitars. This, same as the one on a Strat. I don't mind the ones that goes in straight in the front. I don't like the ones that go in the corner, which unfortunately the RGs have. I just feel that they always get in the way whenever you're sitting down. Sorry, for playing live it's fine, and I do like that. It's awfully good. Yeah, so I mean, these guitars they're just awesome. This is I'm guessing this is a sort of mid-range, and for me mid-range is sort of £400 guitar, something like that. There's a 2015, so it's not new. It still feels new. Massive frets. They're really good. Really nice rosewood fingerboard. It's hard to... I did this the last bit. I try to think of things... reasons why you wouldn't like this guitar would be, I don't like the look of it, which is fair enough. I was talking about a bass the other day. It was actually that kind of shape of bass. I like that one because it's a funny colour. But the shape might not be super inspiring for you. And maybe you don't like the burl top. Obviously, it's available in other colours. Maybe you want one that's got a trem, but you can obviously get it with a trem or very similar sort of thing. I think the S series. I don't think you get like a Geo S series because I think they're a bit. You get a. There's another. Is it an SA? It's called, which kind of looks like this, and the top's the same, but the back is square, so it doesn't get quite down to the 10mm thickness because the back's flat, but the top's similar. They're still quite svelte and light guitars, but this one does have a certain thing to it. Yeah, so this is actually, I didn't get these pickups told it. I don't know if I can't remember if I told you in this video or not, but I'm going to rip the pickups out in it, and it's getting dimarzios put in it because Scott sold his Joe Satriani guitar. He sold it on the condition it didn't have the dimarzios in it, but he's got to put other pickups in it, so I'm doing that for him. But I'm just not 100% sure these aren't dimarzios. They look very much like, in fact, I can actually, I'm going to do a test which you might not know about, so you can tell whether the dimarzios without taking them out. The wee Allen key heads on the top, on dimarzios they're imperial, whereas on anything else they'll not be imperial, they'll be metric. Kind of fits but doesn't perfectly fit. So if this one perfectly fits, they are actually dimarzios in it, and we've got yet another problem where I've got to find other pickups for this because Scott's got to get rid of the... Yeah, okay. They're not. They're metric, so they're probably the stock pickups made to look like dimarzios. They look exactly the same. But that's how you tell. At least as far as I've been able to find it, that's how you tell. If you check the pole pieces and they're metric, then... Well, I'm normally comparing Gotos, you know, like the ones you get in the old Japanese guitars. They're always, well, they look like DiMarzio Super Distortions because, did you know you can't buy a cream humbucker with the hex poles on it because somehow DiMarzio have the rights to that now. Not then, but even if you look up Wilkinsons or Warmans or something like that and you go, oh, I want pickups that look like a DiMarzio Super Distortion, you can get ones, black ones like this that have got the, you know, the Allen key poles on them. You can get them in white, you can get them in black, you can get them in other colours, you just can't get them in cream because that was the original colour of Super Distortions and they were copied too much. So they've somehow managed to get the rights to that, at least I think that's how it is. I even noticed that Josie Warman sells like zebra ones where you've got the cream, so you can get them in ice white or black, but he also does them in zebra, he just doesn't do them all the way. Oh no, not all cream because get DiMarzio knocking on the door. I'll put some metal on, some rat pedal, because again, a bit super versatile guitar, very easy to play, very fast, has humbucker on either side, so it's going to be awesome for the rock. Although Fast Eddie Clarke used a Strat, didn't he? But you know what I mean, metal. there we go, I managed to get it down to not quite 5 minutes, but not 20 minutes this time. I'll be back on this when I put the dimarzio pickups in it, so we'll see what the big difference in sound is. I'm going to put it out there and say I don't think it will be a huge difference. Maybe those with better ears who somehow can hear it over this microphone, then once it's compressed by YouTube, might be a bit different. I think it's not a guitar I've played a lot. I think if you're going to notice the difference, the big difference between guitars, if you've got one guitar, which obviously I don't have one guitar, and you've played it for years on your own, you'd probably notice quite a big difference going up to dimarzios. But if you've only had the guitar for half an hour, or you've got tons of guitars, probably wouldn't really notice. I'm just saying this because I've got £300 worth of dimarzios in that one. Does it sound that different from this? Nah. This is kind of annoying me. It kind of looks like I think it's because of the bad light in here. It kind of looks flesh tone, doesn't it? It reminds me of that the BC Rich Bitch, the one that's got the girl's bum on it. Kind of is. Oh, you can look at the flame in that. Right? You get the light right. It's definitely super fancy. That's really nice looking mahogany. It looks to be a two-piece. I suppose maybe by making a guitar thinner, it's you could get more. Well, never mind. I was just sitting there thinking you could probably get more of these out of a plank of wood. You can maybe, but it's not. It's only at the edges it's thin, so that's kind of wasted. I'm thinking, could you get 2 of these out of a Strat? Because you just basically cut it in half, but it's not half as thick as a Strat in the middle. It doesn't feel it because it's thin all the way around. Got the all access neck join as well, and 24 frets, and I think it's like this a wee bit like the RG as well. It's a pure amazing tool, flawless in its design, and I mean it's not an ugly guitar. It's not the most super interesting looking one, or is it? Because it's it's got the fancy the veneer on the top. I'd imagine that's a veneer. It's not going to be any sort of can't really it's not an inch thick piece of whatever it is, maple burrow. It's just a decorative piece. Although some people will be like, the maple cap gives it the tone. Yeah. So I'm going to rip this to bits and, well, I'm going to swap the pickups over. I don't think that's going to be a very good video though, so I'm not going to bother videoing doing that. All I'm doing is disconnecting one set of pickups and putting other ones that look the same in. But the other ones say dimarzio on them. But awesome guitars. If you're ever looking at these things, I mean, really, again, if you're buying a new guitar and you want the best guitar you can get for your money, you're looking at something like this. You're looking at this or the Yamaha equivalent, a Pacifica or something like that. They're just at the same price level. It's just better than anything. I think you're still in. I think you're in Epiphone type territory, and it's like. No, an Epiphone can't touch this. The Epiphone does look like a Les Paul though, whereas this doesn't. But just I keep bitching on Epiphones all the time, but it's only just because they're so expensive. All guitars new are expensive. I've not been in a guitar shop for a while. I'm actually going into one tomorrow, and I bet you I'm appalled at how much things cost. Like a Mexican Fender I had it in my head, they were like 350 quid, and it's like no, right. Which makes all the ones I'm buying used just even more of a bargain. I don't think you're paying much for one of these. If you look at eBay, I mean, you're paying what, 250 quid or something like that for one of these, and it's like, unlike a lot of the other ones, it probably, I mean, I'd imagine Scott's probably polished the frets on this, but generally normally come out playing quite well. I don't think it quite works the same way. This is on the RGs, generally the lower the number, the cheaper. So the higher the number, the better. So if you've got an RG 100, it's not as good as an RG 400, which is not as good as an RG 1000 sort of thing. But I don't know if this works. This is a 771, which maybe this is an expensive guitar. Maybe that's why it's so good. Possibly. Not in saying that, there's a Geo I was playing yesterday up at Jen's, and it's awfully good. That's a Geo one, so it's a cheaper one. A Geo something. So yeah, rocking. I'm away this weekend. I should be back for the live stream on Sunday night. I might even try and do a live stream from. It might not be a very long live stream Saturday night, but I'll probably try and do another video tonight just so you don't miss me too much. Like and subscribe, and I shall see you all on the live stream on Sunday night, or it'll be an apology for not having a live stream on Sunday night. Rock on.